Hello everyone, my name is Ritesh Kumar Shetty, USN 4SF17ME 429, studying in Sayadri College of Engineering and Management in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. I am here to present a seminar topic on my internship done in Servel Engineers, Mangalore, under the guidance of Mr. Prakash Kumar Kaulur, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sayadri College of Engineering and Management. Servel Engineers, Mangalore. This is the address of the company. Contents: Introduction, Department, Products, Customers and Suppliers, Safety Equipments, Related Theory Subjects, Outcome of the Internship. Introduction. Servel Engineers is one of the manufacturing industries in Bangalore. This was established in 1959. This company has no more branches in Bangalore. They extended their business by improved quality of casting product using suitable technique. Since they produce casting products, patents for preparation, and they borrow the required patents from Bangalore. The company having the capability of producing products like rock crusher blades, jaw plates, crusher side plates, coffee nut polisher, gearbox, etc. They require furnace in order to melt the metal. They use two induction furnace, with which one can carry 65 kgs of molten metal, and whereas other carry a capacity of 100 kgs of molten metal. They have equipments like sand miller, mixer, pneumatic rammer, cranes, two compressor of 10 kg per centimeter square pressure, and they use generator of 250 kilowatt capacity. Various departments. The various departments are the storage department, the casting department, and the finishing department. Storage department is used to store the raw materials. The machine shop is equipped with machineries like lathes, milling machine, drilling machine. The casting department has molds where the mold is prepared, and the furnace is there in the casting department, and the finishing department has a grinding equipments, and all this finishing equipments required. The storage department. In storing department, the material required for the required products to be casted is available. Most of the materials are purchased from the scraps, and also they are purchased ingots to produce the casting. The department also contains the required tools in casting like trowel, gas rod, patterns, chemicals, oxygen cylinders, and CO2 cylinder. The chemicals are one is the liquid which they pour during mixing of sand for binding, and other is spirit. They use they paint it above the mold, and they burn that spirit so that the top particle of the mold becomes harder. Machine shop. A huge range of machines are required to finish the cast products present in the machine shop. It mainly contains CNC lathe, engine lathe, bench lathe, radial drilling machine, horizontal drilling machine, universal milling machine, shaper machine, etc. Casting department. This department contains control unit of induction furnace, generator, induction furnaces, cranes, cutting machine, pouring buckets, mold box, variety of sands like finishing sand, parting sand, etc. The main process in the casting is the melting the metal. The company uses two induction furnaces of 65 kg and 100 kg capacity. The furnace works based on the principle of electromagnetic induction. They require metals. The required metal is the molds are prepared using CO2 gas molding techniques. In CO2 molding, the carbon dioxide at a pressure of 5 kg per centimeter square is introduced into the prepared mold box using packing sand and the finishing sand. The mold box is prepared using the packing sand and the finishing sand, and they are just poured. Kept the pattern is kept above, and the mold is poured. And then the CO2, they make holes, vent holes or the gas holes. They call it as gas holes. The rod. They introduce CO2 into that holes. As CO2 is introduced, the mold gets harder. No ramming is required in this process. CO2 helps to hold the sand firmly in the mold box. They add required amount of alloys and the elements in order to get required properties of metal. The pouring process of metal is used to be carried within 5 to 7 minutes of melting. Otherwise, there is chances of reduced in the quantity of metals. Finishing department. Once the casting is done, it will undergo heat treatment process. It requires minimum hours after 12 hours for cooling. After cooling, like for air cooling, after cooling, the unwanted materials that are formed by casting process are needed to be removed. In order to do this, there is the exit finishing department. They require finishing tools like grinding machine. The components are designed with machining and shrinkage allowances, and it is necessary to remove these. Finishing involves cutting and removing of screw and riser. The grinding and removing the burrs. Mold particles are the sand particles stuck in the mold or the part prepared part. These sand particles are removed by a technique called sandblasting. Sandblasting technique. The sand at a high pressure is sprayed forced into the part. Products. Servel engineer produces various types of casting product like crusher blades, gearbox, boiler, firebar, crusher plates, large and medium sized plates for crusher, the coffee crusher, washer for different machine components. Customers and suppliers. Customers. They are they are the experts in producing of crusher blades, so their customers are mainly the mining companies or the crusher companies, one who own the chorus. They even product manufacturing suppliers. Main source for casting is raw material of different metals. The metals from the metal dealers around the Bangalore industrial area. In some cases, they require poor quality of material according to the customer, and then sometimes they purchase material from scrap. Safety equipment, safety shoes, steel toe boots, and the shoes protect your feet. That's the shoes that protect your feet. Helps to prevent of injuries, severity of the injuries that may occur in the workplace. Safety goggles. When operating machineries, wearing goggles to protect the eyes from flying off the metal pieces, sparks, and water. It is mainly used while grinding and also while melting. Also, glasses are used. Hand gloves. Hand gloves is used to protect the workers who use harsh chemicals. Gloves should be worn to protect the skin and nails. Thick gloves are also protect the rust or cuts from the tools. Related theory subject. Elements of mechanical engineering, material science, metal casting and welding, tool operation transfer. Outcomes of the internship. During my internship, I have learned a lot of new information about manufacturing of different casting materials, and one of the most valuable like ability to communicate with people in a professional setting. I also gained good time management that enabled me to work smarter and not harder so that I can get more work done in less time, even when the time is tight and the pressure is high. This internship has given me a clear idea of how the industry works and what are the necessary skills required for an engineer in the industry. We came to know about the melting temperature of different metals like SC iron, that is 1149 degrees Celsius, manganese steel 1500 degrees Celsius, 1600 degrees Celsius. Also, we had hands-on experience on gas cutting, oxide scaling method, experience on grinding machine. We also got knowledge of properties of metals like SG iron. SG iron is also known as spheroidal graphite iron. According to this, the name, the microstructure, the graphite. If we look into the microstructure of the particle, the graphite will be in the shape of sphere, and hence it is named as spheroidal graphite iron. MSI, MS, magnet steel, cast iron, bronze, etc. We also had hands-on experience on preparing of mold. Mold also we used to prepare in the company. Thank you.